Hello, you're watching NWG News with me, Nicole Williams. Your headlines today. Oscar Pistorius has been released and put under house arrest. In other news, and good news at that, the Ebola nurse who was alive in hospital is said to be showing slight signs of improvement. More on that to come. ITV have announced that they are to spend £100 million on buying new TV. The final trailer of the new Star Wars film has been released, and Tesco's have opened its first ever dementia-friendly checkout. A man Holden is forced to apologise after getting into a row with a lion tamer on ITV's This Morning. We start off with the fantastic news about the Ebola nurse Pauline Kafaki. Her condition has improved to serious but stable according to hospital officials. The 39-year-old, who was reportedly critically ill after contracting the disease again last week. A military plane flew her from Glasgow to London on the 9th of October. After unusual late complications happened, causing her to fall ill again. It was thought that she'd recovered from the virus, but clearly showed that she had the virus again, sadly. She's been treated in the high-level isolation unit at the Royal Free Hospital in London. A statement from the Royal Free Hospital said, "We are able to announce Pauline Kafaki's condition has improved to serious but stable. Miss Kafaki contracted the disease after treating patients in Sierra Leone at the height of the Ebola outbreak, which has killed more than 11,000 people." The news: Oscar Pistorius is to be released under house arrest and be with his family, a spokesperson has confirmed. The athlete was freed yesterday after a year behind bars, but will now serve the rest of his 5-year sentence under house arrest. He's expected to live at the home of his uncle Arnold Pistorius in a smart suburb of Pistoria, where he lived while he was on bail during his 7-month trial in the city. The 28-year-old was found guilty of culpable homicide, the equivalent of manslaughter, after the death of his girlfriend Reva Steenkamp on Valentine's Day 2013. Plenty more stories after this. Welcome back. Fears grow for a missing woman not seen for 3 days after a Barney with her girlfriends as police release CCTV image of her with a mystery man. Carly Johnson, 28, from Chelmsford in Essex, was last seen outside Liverpool Street Station in London, where she was supposed to catch a train home with her girlfriend Evie Taylor. But Miss Johnson never arrived home, and her friends and family have not been in contact with her since. Police have now released a CCTV images of Miss Johnson with an unknown man outside the Oxo Wyo Club near Old Street Station. From the footage shot around 4:15 on Saturday morning, officers searching for Miss Jackson were this morning trying to trace the man and believed he may be able to help find the event's organiser. UTV Media has agreed to sell a television station and brand it to ITV for £100 million. The media company has operated in Northern Ireland since 1959, when it became the first commercial televised channel in Ireland. It launched a station in the Republic of Ireland in January this year, but the new Dublin station struggled to find an audience and is expected to lose more than £12 million this year. In August, UTV Media confirmed that it was in talks regarding the potential sales of its television assets to ITV. The deal, which was confirmed on Monday, excludes UTV Media Radio Business, UTV Radio Great Britain and UTV Radio Ireland and its digital media businesses Simply Zest and Tibu UK Digital. The radio stations are responsible for about 60% of the UK's media revenue. That's the part of the business which is not being sold, which will be renamed at a later date. ITV have said that they have no plans to change the on-air branding, meaning that UTV's name will remain the same after becoming ITV. ITV have said that it has no plans to change the on-air branding, meaning that UTV's name will remain rather than becoming ITV's Northern Ireland. Coming up, we've got now some news that's just come in actually. Colchester Zoo have announced the death of their much-loved rhino Cynthia. Cynthia, who gave birth to 2 male calves since arriving at the zoo in 2003, was put to sleep by vets after conditions suddenly deteriorated on October the 15th, as there was nothing further they could do to help. In a statement released by the zoo, said Cynthia, who was 18, had suffered from a number of health issues over the past year and had not responded well to treatment. White rhinos, who normally live between 40 and 50 years old, are classed as near threatened by conservationists due to high level of poaching in their native countries. Cynthia arrived at Colchester Zoo in September 2003 from South Africa, joining the zoo's other white rhino, Emily. She gave birth to her first calf, Zambi, in October 2009, whilst Masbo was born in July last year. The zoo staff said that they were very proud of the legacy Cynthia has left, producing 2 sons, and would help continue the vital work to ensure the survival of her species. In a statement released by the zoo, Sarah Forsyth, the zoo creator, said Cynthia was a much-loved resident who has an amazing personality and built very strong relations with her keepers. She'll be very sadly missed. Although Cynthia will not be here at the zoo, her legacy still lives on in her offspring, which makes Zambi and Masbo even more special. Sad news there. In other news, the first trailer for the new Star Wars film, The Force Awakens, has been released a day after advance tickets went on sale in cinemas. The 2.5-minute teaser debuted on US television late Monday night, halfway through the American football game between New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. It was released online simultaneously and soon created a buzz on social media amongst fans excited for the December release date film. Star Wars, the franchise, include Harrison Ford's character Han Solo, appeared in the clip along with a couple of new faces. Yeah, exciting new faces, but Luke Skywalker, played by Mark Hamill, is noticeably absent once again throughout, but nothing has been confirmed whether he is to be in the new Star Wars film or not, so we'll keep you posted on that. Don't forget to subscribe. The first photos from the new Ab Fab film, keeping the film genre going, has been shown. The image showing Joanna Lumley and Jennifer Saunders sipping Bolly as they hard drink badly behaved characters Patsy and Adina. The actresses are represented the roles that they made famous in the BBC sitcom, which ran for more than 2 decades. They are beloved, and we will be shooting the scenes in both the UK and the south of France over the next 7 weeks. Lumley and Saunders, who will be joined once again by Julia Sawala and Adana's boring daughter, Staffy Jane Horrock as Dizzy P.A. Bubbles, and June Whitfield as irritating mother. In the film, Patsy and Adana are sipping champagne, shopping and generally living it up, the London lifestyle, where they are blamed for inconsiderate fashion, party and becoming embroiled in a media furore. They fled to French Riviera, where they hope to live safely in the land of luxury. Saunders, who wrote the script, said, "I'm thrilled and excited to be finally start filming. We are all on the Sunny Aaron, hoping for the best. Absolutely fabulous. The movie is due out in cinemas in 2016. Let us know what you think. Are you looking forward to the Star Wars film, or are you looking forward to the absolutely fabulous film? You can tweet me at NicoleWills95. I'd love to hear your comments. Hi, welcome back. You're watching NWG News. Now, first up, Amanda Holden has hit out at a lion tamer on ITV's This Morning. Earlier today, the ITV daytime show featured a segment on the UK's last lion tamer. We've discussed it on this programme yesterday, who's is fighting circus extension after animal campaigners called for it to be banned. Appearing on the show, Thomas Chipperfield had a very strong opinion on his business, and so did the co-star on animal rights. Thomas and Holden, who appeared in a number of animal welfare programmes, were both heated and passionate about their opposing opinions. Now, it's a disease that affects 850,000 people in the UK. And campaigners say that committees need a challenge to help people with dementia. At a Tesco branch in Chester, the country's first dementia-friendly checkout has been opened. The checkout is clutter-free and has big signs showing which coin is which. Every member of staff who work on the till has to go a dementia workshop to work actually on the checkout. Through his talks, dementia nurse Andy Throne hopes to challenge the ways we see disabilities. He said, "Why should we be embarrassed or ashamed or sanitised for brain disease? You don't get into queues to accept. We need to challenge people's perceptions of dementia, and we need to make sure that society supports people with dementia and continues to become more dementia friendly." We couldn't agree more. Fantastic news on that. Now, shocking footage. A toddler has been made to smoke a cigarette and drink a glass of beer after 2 remaining adults laugh and tell him this is what's going to make him a man. Footage thought to be filmed outside a cafe in Spain show the little boy sitting on a man's lap and drinking from a glass of alcohol. A cigarette is then placed into the youngster's mouth before one man says, That's what being a real man is all about. Yes, shocking footage. It's not gone down well online either. The shocking clip was posted on Facebook by another Romanian who was asked to identify the two adults. It starts off with a Romanian man sitting with a little boy on his lap and laughing at another man who's filming. Internally, they both encourage him to smoke the cigarette. The man sitting on the chair puts the cigarette in the child's mouth. The same person who appears to be his father makes the boy drink beer and then have another smoke on the cigarette. One outraged viewer said on Facebook, "This man has to lose his parental rights. Childcare officials should do something." We agree there. In other news now, carrying on with the child thing, One Direction fans were reported to be in tears after the band were forced to cancel their Belfast concert tonight, with the venue already packed. The show was called off and concert goers were sent home after Liam Payne became too unwell to perform. A spokesperson has said that he was not seriously ill. In a video of the packed arena, apparently shots of iPhones, some fans can be heard booing as they were told the concert would not go ahead just minutes before the boys were meant to take to the stage. Concert goer Marini Curley has said on Twitter, "Devastating seeing the children in tears over the One Direction cancelling. #Belfast tonight. Some tears in the Odyssey at the minute." Paul has said #One Direction, #cancelled, but wait until 9 p.m. to say after people spend a fortune. Young kids crying. And Barry Hill has said, "Belfast, the One Direction concert has just been cancelled. I'm shaking. Oh my God, I'm crying." Mairead Hartley posted, "Waiting for my 14-year-old to come home after she stood in a queue for 4 hours to see One Direction in SSE Arena to be told it's cancelled." Obviously, let us know. Were you at the One Direction concert? Let us know what you think. You can contact me on Twitter at NicoleWills95. Now, someone else who's been taken to Twitter on this news is band member of One Direction, Harry Styles, who took to his Twitter account to say, "Deepest apology to everyone at the show tonight in Belfast. Very disappointed, but unfortunately these things do happen. We are very sorry, H." Also, band member Louis Tomlinson added, "We're very sorry to wait to tonight for this to happen. It was out of our control. Lots of love to Liam and thank you for being so understanding." In a statement released to Sky News tonight, a spokesperson for the band has said, "Unfortunately, One Direction have had to cancel their concert tonight in Belfast. Liam has been taken suddenly ill and the concert will sadly not be taking place. Fans have been asked to hold on to their tickets and there will be a further statement tomorrow." The band apologises to their fans and we wish Liam to get well as soon as possible. We'll obviously keep you posted on that story when that statement is released tomorrow, so don't forget to subscribe. That's it from me at the moment. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.